Hello, everybody. Get started here in just a minute. Thanks for joining.
Hey there.
All right, we did it.
We did it. We're live. We're doing it. How's it going, Kevin?
So great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. It's Friday. What could be better than talking about Descript on a Friday?
That's right. And we're trying a new thing today where we're streaming to YouTube and then YouTube is streaming to Discord so we can reach everybody.
Right. Right. So where are people watching this? Some folks are watching this in Discord then.
We've got some folks in Discord. We've got
Love
some
it.
folks on YouTube. It's great to have everybody here.
Yeah, this is cool. Look at us with our tools, Kevin. Um, Yeah, look at us go. That's great. Thanks for
Let's hope
starting
everybody
that.
can hear us back
Yeah, back home on Discord.
home on
Let us know,
Discord.
let us know if you're seeing this or and hearing this.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Yeah, let's get some confirmation from them. Sweet.
We got
All right.
a good release to go over today.
We sure do. It's got a lot of good stuff.
I think so.
First first release of June. Really, really coming out strong. Okay, yeah, they can see us and hear us.
Beautiful.
We're here. Um, this is Descript v65. Kevin and I do release office hours every time we have a new release. Um, we're going off the changelog, so visit feedback.descript.com/changelog and you can follow along with us. But we've got a whole lot to cover. So shall we jump in, Kevin?
Let's do it.
Cool. All right. We'll take it from the top.
I'll pull up a Descript
V65.
project while you're doing that.
Cool, 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 cool. And folks, feel free to send your questions as we go in the chat, whether on YouTube or in Discord. We can see them both. So I'll shoot those over to Kevin.
Yes.
Okay, let's hit it. First things first. Timeline reflects layer order. Layer order in the timeline now generally reflects the order of layers in the canvas, and extending layers across scenes preserves their relative layer orders.
Yeehaw. That is right. So if we have reminder to anyone who's using layers in the timeline, we have these two toggle buttons. So if I have a bunch of layers, if you want to see all of your layers at one time, you just click this button here or use Command or Control T. You can see all those. Now, this order, when you have all layers shown, is going to reflect what you have in the canvas. So in this case, title is on top of the rectangle. And if I change that, if I right click and move it backward, it's also going to change that reflection in the timeline. So right now it's just the timeline is watching the canvas and changing the layers appropriately. In our next version of this, you will also be able to do the same action from the timeline, which is going to be very cool.
Awesome. Super cool.
Yeah.
Great. All right. I think we can keep keeping on. No questions on this yet, but feel free to throw them in the chat as we go,
Please.
folks. Um, cool. Okay. Next up is properties panel. So there are a number of changes to the properties panel that should generally make it easier to work with. Lots of highlights here. There's new sliders, font weights, style section for captions. Should we just go one by one through those?
Sounds great.
Cool. Okay, so first up is the new sliders.
So for the new sliders, depends where we are, but let me get into, sorry, one moment. Okay, thanks for that. I'm going to add in some music maybe, or I can use one of these clips. So first one is an easy one, just volume, is all of our volume sliders are now integrated here. So you can change volume. You can also click if you want this to be a different volume dB setting. That's great. While we're there talking about that, all of these are now clickable in the properties panel too. So to change your studio sound settings, that's clicking studio sound right there. Otherwise it's hidden, which is really nice. But all of
Nice.
these adjustments, these sliders are there.
Super
Same thing.
cool.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, great. Next up is font weights.
It's now a separate section under text properties. So you're going to have your original font that you've either added here, imported, whatever it might be, which there's our, yeah, we added a new import button right here. But underneath that, we're going to have all of our font weights.
That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
I love this because I am learning new things that will help my life be easier. Um, Sweet. Okay, cool. Next up is style section for captions.
Yeah.
Captions now have a dedicated style section.
Yes, which is very cool. So
Cool.
say maybe you've selected all, Command or Control A, your whole edit, drop in some captions. So those go through the entire edit that you're working on. So we have this nice style section. So customizing these, first up we have the active word, which we're going to add some tooltips to these. Active word and background, but click custom and we have tons of style. Tons of style. There is a current bug that's being fixed today where border isn't showing up for all words, previous and post active words. So that's going to be added up here. There's going to be a border, just for some reason got left out. So we're going to get that fixed today. But this is where you would change your general text fill. If you wanted to add a full background, then we have active word fill background and border and future word fill border.
Cool. Handy dandy, I'd say.
I I would say so. I would say so.
Um,
Got a good question in the chat.
yeah, I'm seeing that on YouTube. How do I make my fonts and colors as a template?
Great question. Get your template looking how you want to. So say you're here and you got your
Really want to talk about
your captions looking how you want. You're going to right click that scene card that has the visuals and the font and color and everything that you want and just click save to a template. You go and publish that template and then it will show up in your templates viewer here. So you could save it as some keywords for the font name and color or something like that. But there's tons and tons of options. So you can create a template project and add a bunch of different styles in if you want like this. Check out our help center though. There's a really great article how-to for using templates.
Awesome. Great question. Cool. All right. Let's keep going. Next is text content selector. We removed the live text property for text clips and added a drop down right at the top of text properties to let you choose the contents of your text layer.
That's right. I'm reading these while we're going to make sure I got them right.
Cool.
So captions, for instance, live text follows along the transcription. In this drop down here, you can change that if you needed to. If you wanted this just to be free form, go back to free form. Captions, it's going to follow your transcript. Speaker, it's going to follow the speaker label. You can create multiple of these too, so you could have speaker label and captions or whatever you want, as well as composition name, marker, and timer. Timer is really fun too, where you can
really want to talk about your favorite.
get that count
Cool.
up. Yeah.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to play around with those. Great, cool. We also have a general question in the chat, but just FYI, we'll save that for the end when we get through all of these and I'll throw those at you.
Sounds good.
So I've got your back, our friend over there on YouTube. Cool. Okay. Next one, select recent colors. The color picker now shows your most recently used colors at the bottom.
Right. So if I've gone and changed this, you can see I got white, gray, black, pink, different gray, blue. I'm gonna change this to a red, deep red. Now every time I go back to my color picker, it's gonna have that recently used color saved, so I could easily click between them and go that way.
Super cool.
Yeah.
That is handy dandy.
And what's
Yeah,
even
little
better is that it's going
orange.
to be connected to other elements too. So you could use the color that you set for your captions in a title or a different text box as well. So
Oh, that's great.
same
That's
thing with
super
a
handy.
rectangle. Every color picker is going to have your most recent, what is it, 7? Yeah, 7 colors.
Cool. Yeah. Xenia says that's amazing. Crying, crying, crying face. Same. Right there with you. Sweet. Oh, now the last thing we need is the like pick color on canvas. Yes, please.
Yep.
Descript gods.
Yes. If you're watching, if we happen to know you.
Yeah. Those nameless, faceless gods.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, it's definitely something that we're thinking about. So great, cool. Okay. Next one, cleaner effects toggle. Effects now use a new toggle design that's even clearer about whether the effect is enabled or not. Let's check
That's
that
right.
out.
It is just on or off. So if you've added any kind of effect here, so maybe you added some ducking,
Cool.
on and off is very clear.
Right, because
remove effects.
before it was just that little minus thing, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it had been tripping me up.
Yep.
So that's a huge improvement. Super cool. Great. Love those little cleanups. Awesome. Last one on the major updates here is the quicker default effects. Studio sound, ducking, and green screen are default effects available on script layers.
That's right. So if I drop in file, I'll start with the video file. Transcribes for me, goes through. It should be in the next day or two. This is a bug we found today, but green screen will be automatically applied to video files. And then if you're going into an audio only composition and dropping in an audio file, let's see. Maybe I broke it.
It would be only right, you know?
That's right. Okay. We're experiencing an issue with that line item. We're going to come back to that. Maybe it's after it's done transcribing and importing. We'll see.
Cool. Sweet. Sounds good. Really quick, one of those new default features is ducking. And Xenia said research is ducking, which ducking was also a more recent discovery for me. Could you just explain really quickly what that does, Kevin?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So ducking is when it is used with music typically. It helps you automatically reduce the volume of your music when your script, your video, audio comes in, so your main speakers.
Cool.
So here I have some music. If I add ducking to the script, oh, it looks like it worked. I think I know what the issue is, but we'll get that fixed for you. If I turn on ducking, every time my speakers come in, it's going to automatically reduce the volume for me.
I'm Brian Morris from Hattie B's Hot Chicken right here in Nashville, Tennessee. And today we're joined.
So it gives you a really nice automatic volume reduction so your speakers come in nice and clear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Super cool. Alrighty. And then there's going back to the release notes, there's a bunch of other tweaks and optimizations. I don't know if we want to go through all of those today, Kevin, but there's quite a few. So definitely recommend folks going and checking that out.
Want to pick a few and we can hit them?
Perfect. Cool. Okay, first one is about resizing shapes, which is something that comes up a lot. It's now easier to resize shapes to your custom dimensions as we no longer retain the aspect ratio by default.
Right.
How does that work?
Shape, it is just freeform. We were finding that people didn't need to keep a perfect circle or a perfect square every time. You can still do that by holding Shift, and it will keep the orientation aspect ratio the same. But by default, we're going to allow freeform for rectangles and squares, the ellipse, same thing. If you need to make like a rounded situation. But if you need to make one and keep that circle, just hold down Shift, and it'll keep the circle for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a little bit easier for you.
Great. I just had one of those experiences where I thought I was going to sneeze and then I didn't. Something about you resizing a shape really got me. Just a little note from my end, but that's super cool. People are loving that. Cool. Okay. Not my sneeze, not my almost sneeze, your stuff.
It is. it is like, we're late. We're late in allergy season, but we're still there. It's no joke.
We're still, yes. And sneezing on a live stream is just, it's different. It's a different experience.
It's no laughing matter.
It's not. So stop laughing, everybody.
Yeah.
These are very
Don't
serious live streams. Don't sneeze and no laughing.
Yeah.
The Hip Senior says that they're having an allergy attack right now. You and me both, Hip Senior.
Yeah, maybe leave this live stream for a minute.
Yeah, and hit that Flonase. Not a sponsor of Descript. Cool. Okay, let's hit a couple more of these. Sweet. Oh, I like this one. We've updated the style for ignored media to make it easier to tell apart from regular media in the script.
Yes. So if y'all aren't using ignore, also get on the ignore train. Instead of outright deleting script to remove the audio and video, you can ignore it by clicking the strike through button, and it will skip over that audio and video, but you can see the edits that you've made and bring them back real easily if you need to. It's right here. Nice toggle. But we just changed the color of that to make it a little bit more obvious. It was too close to the original script color. So
right
now it's like a nice silvery gray. Real obvious.
Super
and
cool.
Let's see what it looks like in dark mode. Yeah. Real nice. Real nice.
That's nice. Cool. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's hit one more and then dive into some questions. Does that sound good?
Great.
Sweet. I'm picking a big, I want to pick a good one. Sweet. Okay. There's a lot to choose from. This is an exciting release. Okay, so we've added a new filter to search to allow you to match whole words and only see results that exactly match your search term.
Ooh, love it. So I'm going to search. About chicken a lot in this one.
Yep.
Sure do. So if I search, this is going to be an example because there's no partial words. Give me 1 second. Boom, boom, boom,
Okay.
boom, boom, boom. Let's see. So I think I'm misunderstanding this. Let's read it one more time together. Story hour.
Cool.
I thought I understood it before this, and I'm realizing.
No problem. This is for all of us.
This
Understanding
for all of us.
you, me, and everybody in the audience. Cool. Okay, so it's the third from the top under other tweaks and optimization. We've added a new filter search to allow you to match whole words and only see results that exactly match your search term.
Right. Thank you for bearing with me, Christiana. In our
Please.
drop down right here, where you switch between searching for text word gaps or filler words, we also have some search filters that we can add. So yeah, matching whole words, matching case might be a nice helpful for proper nouns, acronyms, whatnot.
Nice.
So you can toggle those on exactly. So if I search for go, it's only going to show me where I say go if it's match whole word. If I uncheck that, it's going to show me any word that includes the letters GO.
Cool.
There it is. We got there.
We got there.
It's Friday.
You cannot hold anything against us.
No.
Maybe some things.
Even if it was Wednesday, don't hold this against.
Yeah, please. We're just trying our best out here.
Trying our best.
Please. No, the crowd's nice today. Everyone's happy. It's almost the weekend. But great. There are, let's see, we hit 3 of those other tweaks. I think there's about 5 more. So go check those out. There's a lot of good stuff in this week's release in v65. Let's hit some questions really quick. On searches from Brendan, can you do fuzzy searches or multiple words? That way you wouldn't have to fix misspellings to use search.
Great question. Fuzzy searches, I imagine you're talking about phonetically similar words, but clarify that real quick maybe. Multiple word, we can certainly search for multiple words or phrases or anything like that. As you can see here, searching for thank you. And let's go back to our friend chicken for a sec. If chicken, for whatever reason, was a proper noun and we needed to correct that, you can certainly go here and make that correction for correct transcript and apply to all. So all these instances of chicken will then be capital C chicken, like so. Same thing if you wanted them all to be uppercase, full caps, whatever you're doing.
Love it. Cool. Yeah, that's exactly what Brendan was asking about, it sounds like. So
Not yet, but it's such a great feature request.
cool.
Such a great one. If it's consistent, obviously you can find, if it's transcribed Gianna every time, you can find Gianna and replace it and change the spelling for all. But if it's inconsistent, that's where it gets a little tricky.
Cool. Got it.
Such a great feature request, though. That'd be very cool.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, Brendan.
Sounds like search. That's the request. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I really like that. Okay, a couple other questions here. This one is from Discord. Will there be a video full screen view? Designing in Descript can be tricky on a small canvas. Great point.
Yes. It's a current feature request on our feedback.descript.com page.
Yep.
Go there and vote on it, please. Yes, it's not possible right now. Sorry, I don't mean yes as it isn't possible. I'm saying yes as in I hear you and we agree, and it's being checked out by our product designers and engineers right now who make that choice. And I think it would be great to be able to pop that out full screen. So get you and your friends and family to all go vote on that feedback piece, and you'll get pushed to the front of the line maybe.
Yep, and we'll be right there with you.
Yeah.
Cool. Here's a question from the hip senior. Is there a find and replace option going back to search?
Yep, that's that one we showed. Searching, find, correct transcript. And again, that's replacing just the transcript. It's not like find everywhere we say chicken and then replace it with overdub or something like that. Another cool feature request. But if you wanted to like change the sound of it or do a new recording over all those instances, that's not in the app yet. It's just for the transcript right now.
Cool. All right, sweet. And then we have time. There's a few more like not related to these release questions. Cool. So let's try to hit those. Oh, one more just related came in through Discord, so I'm actually going to pull that one up first. Great. Okay. If I have certain caption style I like, can I have that automatically apply to any video I upload to Descript? Thank you for all that you do. Thanks, Bill.
Oh,
Thank you.
it's
Great
nice.
question. Yeah,
Just gonna bask in that
I know.
compliment for
Warm,
me.
fuzzy feelings. Yes.
Great question, Bill. Not at this time. Again, that is another really high voted feature request that I implore you to go vote on, feedback.descript.com. And that request, I believe, is phrased as remember our last used setting for everything. Some things do. So let's explore with some fun real quick. If I add captions, for instance, and then I change them, like, I really want a yellow background and black active word. Beautiful. I'm working, I'm doing some other stuff, and I go to add captions again. Those captions are going to match those settings. Even in a different project, if I go into a completely brand new project, that will persist. Ones that don't persist are shapes, shape colors, titles, subtitles, and text. These are just different sizes of text boxes.
Awesome. Oh, this one's really sweet too. Yeah, you guys work for a game changer of a company. You should be proud. Thanks, Brendan. What makes us even more proud is the cool stuff that people make with Descript. That's like a highlight. Like seeing what all of you guys do is awesome. So thank you so much for being here, and for sharing what you make with us. There's a lot of folks here that are watching on YouTube and not Discord. So just to quickly plug, join our Discord community. There's 13,000 plus creators on there right now. And we've got a channel called Made with Descript where people share what they've made. It's so cool to see what folks are up to. So definitely join us there. But thank you all for being so supportive and nice today. This was so fun. Oh, I wanted to hit one more. Someone asked a specific question here if we have time. Let's see. This is from Brendan. Okay, yeah. Can I bulk export and re-import the transcripts and have them affect the video? That way I could run a script of regular expressions and cleanups and cross out ignore texts. Do we know the answer to
that? Sorry, I'm just processing this. Sorry for the big
No,
well, you
please.
can I'm curious why you would need to do this, but let's just think for one moment. That way I could run a script regular expressions. I don't understand that. Crossed out ignored text, you don't need to clean it up if you don't want to. It just won't show up in your video while you're editing. It's just not going to be there. And when you export, if you need to export a transcript text file, you can include that or not include the ignored text. But otherwise, this will just show up. Let me add some captions. These will just show up like this.
Brian Morris from Hattie B's Hot Chicken, right?
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So today we're going to have some fun.
Here, let me make this not ridiculous. All of this ignored text does not show up in my caption.
I'm Brian Morris from Hattie B's Hot Chicken right here in Nashville, Tennessee. So today we're going to have some...
I'm sorry, I messed something up. Here we are. Bear with me. Thank you. Okay.
With Southern. Now there's nothing...
Just kidding.
I'm Brian Morris from Hattie B's Hot Chicken right here in Nashville, Tennessee. So today we're going to have some fun. We're going to taste all 6 of our heat levels.
So that won't show up in your caption.
Cool. Sweet. Thanks for hitting that, Kevin. In the final minutes here. Yeah, this was great. Thank you all so much for being here and for reviewing v65 with us.
Yeah.
I'm Christiana. I'm the community manager. This is Kevin, our product education manager. We do these after every release, so come see us again sometime. But this has been a blast. Thanks for spending time with us, and we'll see you at the next one.
Yeah. Have a good Friday.
And hit us up in Discord, yeah, if you need anything.
Please do.
All right. We'll see you guys later.